Alright, so now I'm turning right onto Pitcock Road off of whatever that road was, and not too far up here should be the Deep Creek crossing that's on the Gaia map for the MCT. So this is just a little gravel road. It looks familiar. Did I come back here last time? I don't think I came back here last time. Anyway, so it's just a little gravel road that comes back here. It's not very far before I get to the water, so I'm gonna come down here and check that out and see what that looks like. It's only 8:15. I might have time if I can get across it. That didn't give me too much trouble to make the loop back over to the other side and then hit that main highway back there again. So I'm just gonna have to see what this looks like down here. There's a couple of old little houses back here. Looks like people do live back here. Greenhouse down there. So this is just straight dirt and gravel. And it's going down a pretty steep hill. Pretty slow coming down through here. Let's see. It's kind of a weird, funky angle that the Jeeps are going down, so. Pick it back up because that clip is getting a little bit long. And if I do have to turn around and come back up this hill, it's going to be gnarly. I mean, not really that gnarly, but it's going to be gnarly. It won't really be gnarly. It's going to be weird. Pitcock Road has turned into a pretty rocky, dirty mess. And I should be coming up on that water crossing very shortly. Seriously, there's a sign back here. So I'm going to put a work sign up here that says utility construction ahead. So I wonder if they're doing some kind of something up here. I guess they are, because they wouldn't put out the damn sign. Sign that says be prepared to stop. Alright, so that must mean I'm coming up on the water crossing. And there it is. Flagger ahead. I don't see a flagger ahead. So, worst case scenario, it looks like I could back up and turn around in that little area right there. See how deep this bad boy is. See, I'm still on Pitcock Road. This is where I just came down. Little stream comes down through here and comes over to the deep, so-called Deep Creek. So I'm coming across here. I can't tell how deep that is. It doesn't look very bad, but I don't know. It looks like if I stay off to the left, then I shouldn't get too stuck. And then it picks up over there just across the creek. I think I might give it a shot. I'm gonna get a little rolling start and neutral, get down into 4 high, and then I'm going to stay off to the left. Well, that's that. That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I imagine that sometime I imagine sometimes it gets deeper than that. But that wasn't bad at all. The trick is, if you're coming from that direction, stay off to your left a little bit. If you just kind of go straight through, it does get deeper there. If you kind of veer off to your left a little bit and kind of make a little semicircle going from one side to the other, kind of starting off left and then heading back right, it wasn't as deep going that way. So that was really cool. And so now, that's that. And I'm still on Pitcock Road. I went ahead and kept it in 4-wheel drive, although I don't really think that I need to do that anymore, so I'm going to switch it back out. Yeah, now I'm back in 2-wheel drive. And I'm going to make the loop back around to that main highway that I turned off of, so whatever that was. So I'm going to stop here, go back to the map real quick and see what's going on. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be on this road for a few minutes at least. That Deep Creek crossing wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can see, though, after it's been raining, how that can get pretty damn deep and kind of messed up to try to drive through, so I'm glad it was kind of low today. So that was very cool. And so now I think I've done all the water crossings now. So when I get off of this little loop here, which I think is only about 10 miles or so, then I'll head back to the highway and take it back to Gallatin. But then I'll have completed the whole thing in 4 separate trips. So all in all, I probably will have taken about 10 or 11 hours to do it, just because there have been times that I, stopped and got out, looked around, filmed some stuff, checked out different streams and creeks and whatnot. So not too bad. I wouldn't recommend trying to do it all in one day, but I imagine, if you started early enough, you could bang it all out in one day. So, but I split it up into, 4 different days, because it is that we always go eat lunch with the in-laws, and I have to be back home by, usually 11 or 11:15. I like to be home by 11. So they can give me a little bit of time to just hang out at the house before we have to go meet Ashley's mom and dad. So somebody lives in that trailer, I guess. And there's a little house back here on the left-hand side. Can't believe anybody lives out here, but I guess they do. A nice little area. Alright, looks like I'm coming up on another little intersection, so let me go back to the map real quick.